Hello there, YouTubers. This is Musician for Life Love 171 coming to you with another card review. This time I have two spell cards review. And again, like the impact card review, I do have my good friend Jason here.
Hello, yet again.
Okay, so I'll start off first with what I have the problem with. Let's start with Dragon Breath. With Dragon Breath, it's pay one gauge, counter, it destroys monster on the field with 4,000 or less. Now, it's a good card and whatnot, but there's times where, like, you have to go against these 5,000 power monsters, and it has, I think, a little bit of a flaw. Like, you do have a couple cards where it's like 4,000 power or less and stuff, but there's also the times where you have to try to destroy this guy who's 8,000 power and you can't kill him.
Yeah, this set of cards, they're mainly set for good old size 1 monsters. Well, size 1 monsters and a few size 2 monsters.
And sometimes not even a lot of size 1 monsters, because if you look at the deck list of this deck, there's a couple size 1 monsters that have 3,000 power and 3,000 defense, and then there's size 1 monsters that have 5,000 power and 1,000 defense.
Yep.
And one thing that Bushiroad doesn't really tell you in the rule books, which I don't even think you should pay attention to the rule book. Like, if you want to learn how to play the game, get it off the internet. Because the rule books don't really help for this game, I think. But it's like, they don't even say in the rule book if it's going towards the monster's power or defense. Because, like, with this one, it says 4,000 power or less for Dragon Breath, and then for Dragonic Shoot, it's 3,000 power or less. Like,
They don't say if it's for its offensive power or defensive power.
Yeah,
the offensive power being in red and the defensive power being in blue.
Exactly. They don't tell you enough. Like, it's a great. They're two great cards, but I think they should be like more of, like, for Dragon Breath. Like, I think it should be like pay 1 gauge, at least be able to destroy a 5,000 power or lower.
Yeah,
and like they should have like other cards where it's like pay 2 gauge, you can deal damage of like 8,000 power or less, so you can go against these big monsters.
The monsters size 3s.
And I think Bushiroad themselves need to edit their rulebook on saying, like, does it affect the attacking power, or does it affect the defending power?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Let's see. I do have to say the good thing about them is that they are counter spells. Thus meaning you can use them during your opponent's turn as well as during your own.
Yeah, they're great counter spells. Like, they are really good and they can help you defend against, like, this this 2 Steel Gauntlet Dragon. Like, unless it's talking about the monster's defense, then it's not even that great. Like, there's this guy who has 3,000 power and 3,000 defense. Yeah, that's great. And then there's 1,000 Rapier Dragon, which is 5,000 power and 1,000 defense. Like, going against this aren't bad. But then you get up to the the
Massive size 3 monsters.
size 3 monster and like a few size 2 monsters that like it won't even affect.
So overall, these cards are good cards to have as a defensive measure. But in our opinions, we wish that the rulebooks explained more about what they meant on the cards by power. Do they mean offensive power? Do they mean defensive power? Are they completely losing their mind or something?
So, give us let me have you guys put a response in the comments saying what you guys think it means, if it's offensive power or on the defensive power. And give me your guys' opinion on what do you think of the cards. Because they're great cards, but they don't... I just don't see them being that useful.
I can see plenty of potential behind them, just if only they had better explanations behind them.
Yeah. And also give me your opinions on if you think Bushiroad needs to edit their rulebooks and actually give you more detail on other item cards instead of on other spell cards instead of the spell card that they have as that would nullify the damage and give you +1 life. So please like, subscribe, and give your comments on the video, and I will be happy with everything. And thank you again, Jason, for another fun video.
Anytime, buddy. Anytime.